Hey everybody, my name is Ted Carr. Thanks for tuning into the channel here. In today's video, I want to let you guys know who some of the people were who deserve some credit, who deserve my respect for teaching me and inspiring me to live the kind of lifestyle I'm living now and to really eat the kind of diet I'm eating now. Because raw veganism, fruitarianism has completely changed my life in every single way. I wouldn't be making YouTube videos right now. I wouldn't have a YouTube channel at all if it wasn't for raw veganism, really, unless I was just uploading some random footage or whatever. But I wouldn't be here standing talking to you, giving these pep talks or whatever, if it wasn't for raw veganism. Eating a fruitarian diet has completely changed my life in every way, and I've got to give some credit. I've got to show respect to some of the people who really inspired me to eat this way. So it all began when I dropped out of college. I was eating horrible food and I was feeling like crap. I was feeling the most stressed out I've ever felt in my entire life. I was having anxiety attacks on the bus ride to school and the bus ride to college. And after a few months, I was like, this is enough. Enough is enough. I'm dropping out of college and I'm going to pursue the dream lifestyle of health and adventure. And I decided upon personal training to be my main source of income. I was like, I'm gonna be a personal trainer. I didn't know anything about fitness. The only experience I had in fitness prior was playing soccer growing up. But I was like, I'm gonna become a personal trainer. So dropped out of college, got my personal training certificate, and I started training people. I got a little job at the gym, being like a little member ambassador, helping people use the machines and whatnot. But on the side, I was hustling, I was getting clients, I was getting my sister's friends to come over for sessions, I was getting my high school friends to come over for sessions, I was getting my mom's friends to come over for sessions. And I just work them out downstairs in the basement. Charged them like 15, 20 bucks an hour. But I was just making stuff up as I went along. I didn't really know what I was doing. And then while I was getting my personal training certificate, they offered a nutrition certificate as well. They're like, yeah, you can get certified in nutrition as well. And that way, you know, you'll be more attractive, you'll be able to get more clients. So I was like, oh, I'll do that. And it was my first introduction to the science of nutrition. And the first time in my life, I remember reading about the difference between fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. And I was like, there's a difference? I thought food was just food. Like, yeah, I just took the course just so I could get like a stamp and be on my way. But once I started studying this, you had to sit down and like read, which I didn't really do. I was like, wow, fats, there's like 9 calories per gram of fat, there's 4 calories per gram of protein, there's 4 calories per gram of carbohydrates, there's 7 grams of calories per gram of alcohol, a gram of alcohol. This is new to me, and the course said like carbohydrates give energy, protein helps with recovery, and fat just creates like, you know, a nice environment for your hormones and your brain and your heart health and whatever. So the first time in my life I realized that food had an effect, and I was like, that is so cool. That is so cool. Like, what we eat can actually affect our performance for better or for worse. Never knew that before. Complete paradigm shift once I started taking this course. Then I was like, all right, well, if food has an effect on our body, what's the best food? What's the best diet out there? Because if I'm going to learn this, I want to learn the best. Tell me what's the best. Take me to the best spot. And then I was at my aunt's one day, my aunts and uncles, and my aunt always gives me free food. She's like, oh, here, take these almonds, take these dates, take these weight gain shakes, whatever. She just gives me free food every time I leave. But one time she's like, oh, here, have this protein shake. And so you get into fitness, have this protein shake. My husband doesn't like it, my uncle. And it was Vega Whole Food Health Optimizer, way back in the day when Vega first came out. And on the label, it said Brendan Brazier, vegan triathlete. And I was like, a vegan triathlete? Like, how is that even possible? Because I was just getting to triathlon as well at the time. And I was like, well, that's pretty cool. He's a vegan triathlete. I wonder what that's all about. And so I went online and looked at his stuff, and he had this book, Thrive Diet. So I ordered the Thrive Diet. Inside the Thrive Diet, he's talking about how veganism was the best option, the best route to go. And I was like, wow, look at all these benefits, like the faster recovery, better sleeps, better nutrient absorption, better for your overall health, very alkaline, that sort of thing. And then he's like, and to make the vegan diet even better, 80% of your calories should come from raw foods because raw foods are like the best. And I was like, whoa, but hold on a minute. If raw foods are the best, why should only 80% of the calories be coming from raw foods? What if 100% of your diet came from raw foods? So then I went on YouTube and started searching raw foods, raw food diet. see what came up there. And lo and behold, there's a whole bunch of stuff. But I just tuned into one channel and one channel only, and it was Kevin Gianni. I forget the name of the channel, like the Raw Food Health Show or something like that. Kevin Gianni was on there talking about raw foods, and I just watched them for a long time. And I was learning so much. I wasn't raw at the time, but I was just like one of those people eating cooked food while they're watching raw vegans on YouTube. That was definitely me. And I was like, this is really cool, this makes a lot of sense, but I'm not ready for that yet. I was still having a hard time transitioning to veganism, let alone raw veganism, but I just kept cutting out one food at a time and kept watching these people on YouTube, just getting sucked into the world of health and fitness and longevity. And then Kevin Gianni sent out an email newsletter, and it was like, hey, vote for us for the Raw Awards. It was like, you had to like vote for like the best website. And at the top of the list was alphabetical, the top of the list was 30 bananas a day, because the numbers come before A, B, C, and D, and all the way down to Z. So top of the list, I was like, whoa, I'm gonna check out this entire list of websites, the raw food websites. This is a great resource. This Raw Awards thing is cool. So copy and paste, 30 bananas a day, copy and paste a whole bunch of websites, put it up, create a whole bunch of new tabs. And then I'm like, okay, and I've got like these 10 tabs open with like these 10 cool sounding raw food websites. I'm gonna go check it out. Another one was giveittomeraw.com, which is now closed. But anyways, I went to 30bad.com, checked out the community there. I was like, wow, 30bad is sweet. 30bad is amazing. They're breaking it down. They're showing how simple it is, how cool it is. I started watching the videos from the leaders. I started watching videos from other community forum members. I was like, this is so cool. This 30 bananas a day thing is awesome. And then I created an account with them. I also created an account on the Vega website as well around the same time. And a lot of the people who were on the 30 bananas a day website were also on the Vega site. And I found some local people on the 30 bananas a day site, and that was really cool. Met up with them. But then through 30bad, I found Mike Arnstein. He's posting like these running blog posts, and they're so inspirational. Once I found Mike Arnstein, I was like, holy crap, this guy's next level, man. This guy's so G. And then after Mike, or maybe a little bit before Mike, whatever, around the same time, I found Ann Osborne, and she just blew my mind open with how pure she is and how peaceful and how wonderful she is. And I remember seeing the video like day 55 on just oranges and on just orange juice, and I was like, wow, this lady is like an angel, man. She's amazing. I'm gonna get her book. Got her book, best read ever, so sick. And around the same time, I was also getting into like David Wolfe, and I found like about all his like, you know, superfood stuff and chocolate and blueberries and goji berries and all these antioxidant rich foods, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I did get into that for a little bit, but the chocolate and all the gourmet stuff, it just, I felt like crap on it. But when I was going the Ann Osborne route, when I was going the 30 bananas a day route, when I was going the Mike Arnstein route, just fruit, 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 I felt my best. I felt so good. And I was like, I found it. I found the Holy Grail. And then I found Doug Graham, and his work was amazing. I got the 80-10-10 diet, which is like the Bible for raw foods. And while I don't agree with everything in the book now, for the most part, at least 85–90% of it, I definitely agree with. I think it's a great book. I think it's a fantastic read. That really just cemented it all for me. I was like, I have found it, man. I found it. And then I guess like Dan the Man also made it kind of cool, like juicing and, you know, eating raw fruits and vegetables. He just made it sound cool, and watched a lot of his videos. And so I just kept watching all these people all the time, over and over and over again. And while I didn't agree with everything all of them were saying, there was like a lot of stuff, a lot of S-H-I-T, a lot of stuff there that I really did vibe with. I vibed with it so much. And I was like, I want to be on YouTube as well. I want to start making little videos. So I started making videos, and I was shy at first, but just kept cranking them out, kept cranking them out, kept cranking them out. And I'm here now, 9 years later. Been eating the exact same diet for 9 years. My diet hasn't needed to change because raw veganism is perfect. It can work if you want it to work. It can work if you want it to work. You've got to know what to look out for as well. There are some dangers involved with eating a raw vegan diet. You've got to be aware of those for sure. I'll post a link in the description below to one of the videos, Dangers of a Raw Vegan Fruitarian Diet. Very important to check out. And there's a lot of people who are also trying to like scam you and huckster you into doing different things and buying different supplements or whatever. So you gotta be very wary about that. But for the most part, yeah, my diet hasn't changed at all. It hasn't needed to change over the past 9 years. I found the best diet on the planet, And if you're eating a raw vegan diet now, then you probably feel the same way I feel. My diet does change a bit depending on where I'm living. Like if I'm living in Thailand, it's going to be coconuts and bananas and papayas mostly. If it's Canada, like right now, it's going to be dates, bananas, persimmons. If it's in Hawaii, whatever, it's going to be like avocados, papayas, and bananas. It's going to change depending where I'm living. Some parts of the year I'm going to be eating higher fat, some parts lower fat. Some parts I'm going to have some nuts and seeds, other times no nuts and seeds. Other times I'll have some greens, some spinach and some lettuce. Other times, like right now, I haven't had any greens in a long ass time. So I'll make little tweaks to my diet here and there depending on how I'm feeling, depending on what my goals are, but the foundation has stayed the same. 99.9% of my calories throughout the year have always come from fruit for the past 9 years. And that's just a testament to how powerful fruit is. Fruit is the only food that can sustain human life at the exclusion of all other foods. Enjoyably, because you can sustain your life on all sorts of crap for sure for months and even years probably, eating just like canned stuff, garbage, but junk food even, no fruit at all. But if you want to feel amazing on just one food, you pick a fruit and stick with it. Like find some awesome papayas and just eat papayas for the next 2-3 months and you'll feel fantastic. Mangoes, do the same thing with mangoes. Do the same thing with any sweet and juicy fruit, nectarines or peaches or plums. If you can get them high quality long enough, you can live on just one fruit for an extended period of time because fruit has everything you need to thrive if it's properly grown in the right soil. But yeah, deficiencies can arise. You need to check those out. You've got to take care of your health as well in other departments. You got to take care of your oral hygiene. You can't expect the fruit diet to take care of your oral hygiene for you. You've got to get to bed early. You can't expect to be going to bed at midnight and waking up at 6 a.m. and getting only 6 hours of sleep and then expecting to have enough energy to go to the gym and pump heavy and stuff and run marathons. You gotta sleep as well. You can't expect the fruit diet to heal and fix your relationship issues as well. You gotta work on that. You can't expect the fruit diet to make you a more productive person. But it can free up the energy. It can free up the energy. When you've got the energy, you're more motivated to do positive things in your life. So this video is just a bit of a throwback, bit of a gratitude video to the people who've helped me get to where I am now by just inspiring me by making the videos. And when they made videos, when these people, when these pioneers made their videos, they weren't trying to be inspirational. They're just being themselves. They've got something to say, they're saying it. They've got something powerful to say, they're saying it. They got something to say that they want to say and they're saying it. They've got something that they feel is important and they want to share it with others. That's all they're doing. And just by them being themselves, they're being inspirational. I set a goal when I first got into YouTube. I was like, one of my goals, I first got into goal setting. I set like a funny goal. I was like, my goal is to inspire 1,000 people to eat a fruitarian diet or eat raw vegan or something. I want to inspire 1,000 people to eat raw vegan. I wrote that down on a post-it note, stuck it beside my bed, along with a bunch of other goals. But over the years, over the 9 years of making YouTube videos and posting stuff on Snapchat and Instagram and Facebook or whatever, and going to festivals, giving talks, whatever, getting close to 1,000 people now have come up and said or messaged me and said, hey, your stuff's very inspirational, or you've inspired me to go vegan or go raw vegan or whatever. And it's like, it's been effortless. I'm not trying to inspire you. I don't, like when I watch my videos back, I'm like, that's not inspiring. I look at like faults and I'm like, oh, I could be better there, I could be better there, I could be better there. I'm always trying to improve. But when I watch other people's stuff, it's so inspirational. It's so inspirational. And I'm sure they feel the same way when they watch their own stuff. They're probably looking at their own faults. They're probably like, yeah, cool message, but I probably could have said it better, or I probably could have better lighting there, or I probably could have, emphasized that point more, or I shouldn't have mumbled or stuttered there, whatever. At least that's what I do. I'm constantly, looking at myself in a completely different way than other people look at me, which is totally normal, I think. But point is, you can inspire people by making videos and talking about whatever it is you want to talk about. And you don't have to make videos. Making videos is just one form of expression that you can do. Saying that you have to make YouTube videos because you're vegan, or you have to make YouTube videos and spread the raw vegan word or whatever, is like saying it's like Brad Pitt coming up to you and be like, yo, you gotta go to Hollywood, man, because I made it in acting and so can you. It's like a lot of people don't want to go to Hollywood. And same with YouTube. A lot of people don't want to be on YouTube. So if you don't want to be on YouTube, no worries, you don't have to be on YouTube. Just know that you're going to be an inspiring person, whether you think you are or not, just by you living your truth. So find your truth. Find out something that you strongly believe in that most people don't believe in. And make that your truth. Make that your message. and just keep repeating it over and over and over again. For me, that truth that I strongly believe in, that hardly anyone else believes in, is fruit is the only food humans are designed to eat. Everything else is subpar. Everything else is suboptimal. Everything else is just not the best. Fruit is by far the best. It's the only food we're designed to eat. Everything else, there's strings attached. Everything else, there's compromises. Everything else, there's side effects, direct effects. I don't believe in side effects. You take a pill, they're like, oh, may have these side effects. Those are direct effects, bro, from taking that pill. Direct effects. There's no side effects. With fruit, there's no side effects. With fruits, there's direct benefits. You eat fruit, you feel beautiful, you feel amazing, you're good to go. You eat from the vine, you feel divine every single time, because that's what happens when you live in line with nature's design. So keep that in mind, all right? Fruit is human food. That was my message. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out, much love from Canada.